What's going on, guys? The Basics here. So today I'm going to be telling you and showing you why you cannot ollie. So there is a couple problems when people are learning the ollie and they're just like, hey, I can't do this, I need some help. So they look up trillions of tutorials on the internet and they're all the same thing because there's one way to do an ollie. Well, not really. My friend made up this thing called a trolley where you just go. But that's not the point. There's one way to ollie and you just gotta go by that unless someone makes up something. But it's where you put your foot in the good foot position, in the pop position, put your foot in the scrape position, and just ollie. After you get your first ollie, you may be like, oh, I'm so good at this now, I don't even have to practice, but it's probably gonna look like this, or this. You either didn't scrape hard enough, or you scraped too hard. So those are two common problems. Another thing is people just put their foot down there like that and just, it's not working. It's not working. And they also turn when they ollie. They sometimes also go like, that's what I did for like 3 months. And then after that, I didn't turn, but then I'd go like this. I wouldn't scrape hard enough. And then another thing people do is they put their foot in the right foot position, but then they stomp on it so hard and they jump and then they finally release on their back foot when they already scraped, so it's like that. Or they just can't do it at all, like that. So we're gonna go over how to solve all these problems. There's first, scraping too hard. What I'd recommend doing is put your foot a little bit more forward towards the nose so that you don't have enough room to, you don't have as much room to scrape. Because if you start with your foot right here, oh! But yeah, if you start right there, it's gonna scrape a whole lot. But if your foot's right here, it's not gonna scrape a lot. If it's in the middle, probably wouldn't recommend that. Probably like right in front of the middle. I put mine right under the bolts, so I get that perfect ollie. Also, they either don't bend down enough or they don't bend down at all, like this. Or the only way they'll do it is in the grass. The grass doesn't give you a lot of pop. The most pop you can ever get on the grass is like, I'm not even sure if I did it. Like that. Also, another thing they do is they have their foot kind of back in the crevice. So when they land it, it's not good. Just experiment with things. You can have your heel on it only. Oh my gosh, nope. What was that? I didn't even pop. That was scary. Okay. You can have your heel on the board. I used to actually have mine like this, like not even on the board. I wouldn't recommend doing that because one time it was like right on the edge. I popped down, I scraped my foot up, it went like this, and it scraped along my entire leg. It practically cut my leg open, but gives you a lot of pop. So yeah, that's one thing I'd kind of recommend. No comply. Anywho, they might also scrape too little. That's probably because your foot is like right here or something. And if it's not, then it's way back here to the point where you can't even scrape. So just test different ways to put it. You can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it here. Wouldn't recommend it. You can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it here, here. Here is like right where I put it. To get that perfect pop. Also, they bend down too much. If you bend down too much, you will knee yourself in the stomach, and then bend down like this, and then you'll realize you're doing your ollie, and then you pop it up, it comes up and hits you in the face. That happened to my friend, yes. But when they bend down too much, you may get a good ollie, but there are a lot of hazards with doing that, so wouldn't recommend it. Also, they use non-skate shoes, or really worn out shoes. These shoes have been worn, just look at this. I'm just gonna take off my shoe. As you see, it's like really squishy, like this side. That's the part that I used to ollie and everything. It's really squishy. This side, I can't really squish it. And then there's cuts and everything. I can stick my finger through it. So yeah, they use really worn out shoes or non-skate shoes. Like, I remember when I first started skating, I used these sport shoes. I mean, those were good. They were the New Balance brand. They actually lasted. Oh, they shout out to New Balance. Those were some pretty good shoes. But anyways, you might also put your foot kind of hanging off. Don't do that, because that could happen, and then you'll land like this, and then you'll slip. I don't know, probably none of this will happen, but that's just why you can't ollie. Also, you're not committing. I don't know why you wouldn't commit on an ollie, because it's not like you're gonna slip out or anything. I mean, if anything, you're probably more likely to slip out by like landing on the tail, and you're on smooth ground, and then you just go like that, for you to actually slip out or land primo. The probability on landing primo is like 1 out of 10, because it's not like your board's just gonna do all that. Also, you may be doing it the wrong way, because some people learn the ollie and maybe even the kickflip before they found their stance. Like, they're like, oh, let's do it like this. Why can't I do it like that? Practice different ways to do it. And then also try it moving in, non-moving in cracks, and in grass, and on carpet, and on blacktop, and on gravel, all this stuff, because I actually learned my first ollie. I did my first ollie in a crack on the sidewalk, because if it was just the normal flat part of the sidewalk, it would be like this. Not even that good. Like, I wouldn't even go up. I'd just go like that. But then if I put my back wheels in a crack, I'd go like this. Sometimes even like that high. So yeah, that's like half a foot. Psych, that's like 3/4 of a foot. Anywho, I just got done with school. I don't want to do math anymore. Try it in different places, different terrains, all of this stuff. It's weird, I know. The ollie, what was that? The ollie is a first trick you want to learn that's like real, other than like, I say like a lot, I have to stop. Other than, I can't even do it. That maybe you want to learn other tricks before the ollie. Learn to ride before the ollie. Test your positions. Get foot position. Don't put your whole foot on it. Don't bend down too much. Don't bend too little. Don't put your foot up right here to the point it's on the nose. And don't put it right here so that you hurt yourself. Also, don't wear worn out shoes that are like super worn out. These will probably last me another like week or so. But yeah, hope this tutorial helps. And stay tuned to see more. Bye.